welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Paladins Keep. It is a pleasure to have you guys here as we are getting ready to continue off with our next playthrough. And we are moving into what I'm imagining is going to be our last Souls-like game of the year, and that is going to be Steel Rising. So I am super excited for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a Souls-like game that was developed a little while ago, and it is, for those who don't play a whole lot of Souls-like game, like the unfortunately best way to describe it now, with the advent of Rise of P, is this is kind of like a B-tier Rise of P. But it's a short game. It's pretty fun. It's got some difficulty to it, and we're gonna play it and enjoy it and have some fun and just try our best. So I'm excited. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna go ahead and just click new game, enable assist mode. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go ahead and start new game, and we're gonna get right into it. So our main character is gonna be this lady that you see right here, this automaton lady, and let's get into it. We got our lore board prepped and ready to go. So I'm super excited.
Oh, pardon. You know, actually, I think I'm in no mood for games right now.
Marie Antoinette.
How much longer are we to be kept here?
Right, so
Or we just simply watch as
other
Paris
people do.
burns from afar?
The rabble are rioting. This is the price to be paid for.
It's during the time of the
stirring
French
masses.
Revolution.
You
That part I
don't
know.
understand, Gabrielle. The king sent us here long before the city went up in flames.
French
He knew what was about to transpire.
Revolution.
I think he is somehow involved in these events.
Marie Antoinette.
Come now, Marie. True, he can be misguided and somewhat short-tempered at times, but he's no Nero.
Then why have we been given no news for so long?
And then we have Gabrielle.
Les enfants, Gabrielle. The children.
What's her name? Her full name. That's what I'm
They'll
looking
soon
for.
be out of harm's way. I am
Polignac.
most certain of it.
I'll write
Monsieur
that part.
Cléry will take good care of them. For now, at least, we are safe.
Yeah.
Safe, vraiment? Where are the chateau guards?
Gabrielle de
We are
Polignac.
still protected. The king just preferred to
King- I
use
think it's King
a
Louis.
different sort
Also.
of guard.
King-
Guards? Or jailers? They won't even let us leave this room, Gabrielle.
Hey, what's
King.
up, ya boy? How's it going,
He's
Chris?
lost
Yeah, the
his
lore
mind.
board I see. We're on the lore board. We're just
Yes,
trying to
I
write
did.
down some of the things we
Sophie.
got here.
Then our beloved son.
King's lost his mind to grief. So they've lost children.
My poor sweet angel.
So Sophie's
They
dead.
didn't let me say goodbye.
Okay.
I wasn't even allowed to see him.
So lost. So he's mad to
Sophia.
grief.
Something inside me is crying out,
Grief.
telling me he's still of this world at times. I think I hear him
Lost.
calling to me. I'm so afraid.
What do you fear, my
Children.
queen?
Everything horrifies me.
Okay. They've had kids die on
The
them.
king's wrath. His army of indefatigable automats that Monsieur de Vaucanson has built for him.
Vaucanson. Jesus, that's a
The
name.
charlatans who advise him, who are now more powerful than ministers. What happened to my son? What will happen to the children that God has deigned to leave in my care?
I won't let any harm come to them.
Batons.
This I promise you.
But
my
how?
red colors
Do you
losing
not see that we're prisoners here?
its luster, so we might have to figure
All
out
is
the...
not lost. You forget about the one automat
That's
that
right.
is not hostile to us. This new
Aegis.
bodyguard of yours.
Alright, so we get to create Aegis real quick. And then we're going to title her as obviously our main character. We have a specific green that we use now for our main characters. So we have an automaton, and this is going to be... I don't know how we want to... We'll just do this here. Oh, dang. This one's out. Okay, never mind. Not that green. Is this a green? What is this? Yeah, it's a green. Okay, so... Aegis. Now, here's a fun thing. The word Aegis, right, it is kind of the word that's typically used when you talk about like a shield. It's used as a title too when you're talking about shields. So we get to design our character the way that we want. We have a lot of different options. So this is kind of like the material and the material design. So as you can see, there's like a lot of designs on the shoulders. Obviously this has more of like a rich caramel like a light chocolate-ish color. This is kind of a little bit more of a white with some gold design on it. We just have pure gold, and the designs are a little harder to see because more metallic. We have this kind of robust, it's almost like an onyx metal, or like a flat iron. I really love this design. This is one that I've used when I played this game before because it gives me the impression of like marble, which I think is more elegant. And then we have this more bronze design. So I think I'm going to stick with this marble design. I just really enjoy it. We get to choose the hair. So obviously we have a lot of different like French wig styles. So this makes us look absolutely crazy. Let's see what our choices are. Oh, that one might be okay. I like this one. This one's pretty good. Let's go with that one. And then we can choose our face design. So that, ugh, gross, dude. It looks like Gollum. It's got a lot of makeup. Okay. Oh, no. That one looks like it's got baggy eyes, so I don't know about that one. Oh, okay. This is almost like a geisha, like a Chinese or Japanese geisha. I think we'll pick that. I think this will be the design that we pick. We'll go next. Okay, so now we can choose our starting class. We have Bodyguard, which is heavy weapon, body work, special move, block. We have petrification grenades. Our weapon will have a shield special move, so bodyguards rely on their strength to withstand hits and deal heavy physical damage to enemies. We'll have an increase to our health and balance, and then engineering increases armor, so we'll have that up +2. The effectiveness of alchemical afflictions and the chance of finding loot. Look at Soldier. Soldier gives us the... So this gives us the body of work. This gives us the Gribioval Halberd, which is a heavy weapon special move, ranged attack, explosive grenades. Soldiers are strong fighters that can wield heavy weapons to perform powerful physical attacks. Increases physical damage and impact with power +3, and vigorous endurance and critical damage inflicted on enemies. We have the Dancer, so armored fans, light weapon, special move, block, flame grenade. Dancers are highly resilient and can chain attacks together in quick succession to immobilize enemies and inflict critical hits. Agility +3 for immobilization damage, physical, and then increased endurance and critical damage inflicted on enemies. And then we have Alchemist, which is light weapon, the glass core batons, special move, weapons fused with frost for a few seconds. Alchemists favor alchemical weapons that can ignite, freeze, or electrocute their enemies and cause persistent elemental afflictions. We have Elemental Alchemy, so Elemental Alchemy increases alchemical damage and resistance. And then Engineering +2, so increases the armor effectiveness of alchemical afflictions and the chance of finding loot. So I typically, in most games like this, I play like the heavy, strong strength classes. So I'm going to knock Bodyguard and Soldier off our list. We're going to choose either the Dancer or the Alchemist class for the case of this run through, so that I'm doing something a little bit different and doing something that I don't typically do whenever I play games like this. So my question is kind of what I want to try. So this is higher base damage just off the bat. It has a shield move. This has lower base damage, but I think the Invocation of Ice is going to increase the amount of damage it does on top of that. So loot, obviously, yeah, the loot multiplier is going to be a little higher on this one. Armor is going to be a little higher, and then the resistances are really good on the Alchemist. So that's pretty good there, but that's because of the engineering. Whereas this has good agility, good vigor. The Soldier has good power, good vigor. This is good durability, good engineering. So, oh man, this is going to be tough. So it looks like we're probably going to have to float around like a couple of different stats to get the kind of things that we want. So that's going to be interesting to kind of gauge what we're going to do there. I really want to go Dancer because I want to try something that's more just like a classic rogue. But I wonder if the Alchemist is going to give me that ability to do so, but with the additional afflictions, because it's a light weapon. We got light weapons here, so that's kind of what I'm looking for, is light weapons. And so maybe we just go Alchemist and just say screw it and just hope for the best. So we're going to pick Alchemist. We're going to see how this plays out. We're going to enjoy this for what it is, and we're just gonna have some fun. So I haven't played this class. I haven't used any of these types of weapons in this game before, so.
And understand what we say to it? C'est terrifiant.
All right. Okay, so we see the weapons are affixed to the arms.
That's all that matters.
So what? Do we got to find the
If
king?
managed to escape the chateau, It could be your eyes and ears in Paris. And if, perchance, the other automats were to go after it?
Shit, we
You
fight him.
won't attempt anything foolish. I cannot lose you, Gabrielle.
Okay, so Aegis
What now?
is going to be the Queen's eyes. Queen's eyes
Madame,
slash
The
ears.
king must be stopped.
The very kingdom is at stake.
Go and find Vaucanson at his workshop. Ni les Invalides. He surely holds the secret to these tireless automats.
Must
And perhaps he will know something
be
about the death of my son.
stopped.
how am I to leave the chateau grounds, Madame?
Go to the riverbank, at the far side of the grounds. From there you can take a boat to Paris.
Yeah, Paris don't look good. Don't look good, that's for sure.
You wanted to find Vaucanson? Vraiment?
Vo.
If he is the one who was
Vaucanson.
responsible for this unrest.
What Vaucanson has done, ma chère, only Vaucanson can undo.
Vo. Con. So. He is the creator. He's almost like the Geppetto of the game. So, creator of automats. Okay. So, we're in it. We're in it to win it. So, we have move Aegis. We turn camera. Okay, R1's our light attack. R2's our heavy attack. Do a charge. Okay, quick access belt. You can assign consumables to the quick access belt so that you can use them at any time. So we have the oil bure that we can... I think that's our Estus flask, the disassembly token, the alchemical resistance files. We have our modules, our journal, in the Queen's drawing room. We got a lot to read. Okay, this is good. So this is basically... Got it. So these are... We can reread conversations, it looks like. That's cool. So, to leave St. Cloud Estate, Aegis must reach the banks of the Seine and find a boat. Oh, we have side quests in the memory of the Dauphine, the death of the Dauphine, Monsieur de Vaucanson. Worked closely with the king. As such, he could have been privy to confidential information about the death of his son. Then you have our codex. So, okay, so we can learn about some of the characters, so this is good. Aegis was created by Eugene de Vaucanson. Aegis is an extremely sophisticated automat who is assigned to be the Queen's bodyguard by Louis the 16th. So we have a couple things to note here. So one, we can write King Louis the 16th. So XVI. And then we can write Eugene de Vaucanson for the guy. Actually, let's do it a little easier. Then we have Aegis is also the Queen's eyes and ears, but also eyes, ears, Queen's bodyguard. Okay, I know that. There's reason to believe that this new type of machine possesses a form of free will. Unlike its fellow creations, it can speak and adapt its behavior to unexpected situations. As Monsieur de Vaucanson never mentioned its existence, no one knows exactly how this feat was accomplished. Okay. And we have Eugene. Okay, so we get a picture of him, too. Eugene was orphaned at the age of 10 and taken in by his uncle, the famous automaton maker Jacques de Vaucanson, who immediately made him his pupil. For years, he worked quietly in the shadow of his protector. In 1772, the aging engineer, having grown weary, handed over his duties and the keys to his workshop to his nephew. The pupil had long since surpassed the master, and Eugene was now free to introduce his innovations, which were far superior to his uncle's old methods. His machines were, with their unprecedented sophistication, were soon celebrated at court and praised by the future Louis XVI, who was fascinated by mechanics and clockwork. Oh, I'm so tired. The king expressed his desire to see the automatons move out of the curiosity cabinets and into the service of his subjects. He therefore commissioned Eugene to lead the great mechanical revolution that was to change the face of the kingdom. Showered with accolades and endowed with unlimited resources, the young inventor threw himself wholeheartedly into this endeavor. In the space of a few years, his machines became part of French life, and the streets of Paris were filled with mechanical messengers, guards, and porters. The most affluent people... Whew! Man. I'm sore because we did this big, game event. My wife and I did with a bunch of our friends. And so I'm, still out of breath. The most affluent people filled their salons with tireless dancers and musicians for entertainment. But Louis XVI did not intend to stop there. He had in mind a great undertaking, a miracle that Eugene was still unable to accomplish. Vaucanson was then received the support of the Comte de Cagliostro, the crown's shadow advisor. It was from this association in the secrecy of the Invalides workshop that the impossible was achieved. The first automat, for which no key would ever be needed to wind. So we have another person here, Comte de Cagliostro. Comte de Cagliostro. Okay. Louis XVI, heir to the Bourbon dynasty, Louis XVI has reigned over the Kingdom of France for 15 years. Naturally timid and reluctant to rule, he avoided the company of courtiers, preferring instead the solitary study of mechanics, clockmaking, and designing automats. Driven by this passion, he engaged the services of Eugene. This decision foreshadowed the great mechanical revolution that would change the face of the country forever. As most of the kingdom's resources were invested in producing even more complex machines, the living conditions of the king's subjects worsened quickly. When his contribution to the American War of Independence emptied the treasury, the people sank into abject poverty. I don't know if that's historically true, if that's something that happened to France, if they were supporting our independence. And then that helped cause the French Revolution. Louis XVI paid little heed to the plight of the French people. In 1787, the death of his 11-month-old daughter led him to turn away from them completely. It was only in 1789 that Minister Necker, faced with imminent ruin, was able to convince him to convene the Estates General. This assembly of representatives of the nobility, clergy, and the people who met in Versailles was tasked with establishing the conditions for levying new taxes. But the deputies of the Third Estate did not intend to stop there. They went so far as to challenge the king's very authority. Louis XVI, who was devastated by the death of his eldest son a month after the start of the talks, showed troubling signs of disorientation. On the 20th of June, he called an end to the Estates General, had the representatives of the people in the Salle des Jeux de Paume dispersed, and declared all his supposed opponents to be outlaws. He signed an edict ordering all Parisians to remain indoors until the ringleaders had been arrested, and he signed a disobedience would lead to action by the armed forces. During the night of the 23rd to the 24th of June, the people had turned a deaf ear to these threats, set up barricades, and prepared to fight. Cool. Okay, so plucked from the imperial court in Austria as a girl, Marie Antoinette was just 14 years old on the day of her marriage to the future Louis XIV, or 16th. Gross. She was seen as an interloper at Versailles, and from the moment she arrived, she was subjected to the taunts and abuse of courtiers who were jealous of her status. As queen, she always tried to avoid etiquette and intrigue. She spends most of her time at the Petit Trianon, in the farm she had built for herself away from the palace, where she attempts to lead a carefree life in the company of a handful of loyal friends. Outside the walls of the royal estate, she is still seen as the Austrian. Dang, dude. That's crazy. The people criticize her lavish lifestyle, her allegedly loose morals, and the bad advice that she is said to give her husband. In truth, the queen is no longer the same oblivious princess who was presented to the court 19 years ago. She is now a broken woman, mourning the loss of two of her children. Her husband's increasingly erratic and irrational behavior gives her the utmost cause for concern. Why on earth did he have her taken to the Chateau de St. Cloud when there's a great threat of civil war? Does he want to protect her or keep her in a cage? That's good. Charlotte and the Petit Dauphin, the royal children. Marie Therese, which is Charlotte. who was 11, and Louis Charles IV, are the surviving daughter and son of the royal couple. The boy, heir apparent to the French crown since the death of his brother, is commonly called the Petit Dauphin in the care of their governess, Gabrielle de Polignac. They lead the carefree life of children of their rank in Versailles. And then we have Gabrielle, the queen's favorite. So for 14 years, Gabrielle has held the coveted position of the queen's favorite. Armed with her charm and playful demeanor, she was able to win the heart of the young sovereign, who was at the time overcome by loneliness at court that did not much care for her. To seal their friendship, the queen made Gabrielle the governess of her children, and she is entirely devoted to the queen's cause. She, like the queen, has been the object of slanderous libel. As a staunch representative of the traditional aristocracy, she feels an unbridled hatred for revolutionary ideals and for the representatives of the people who, in the Estates General, are trying to reform the monarchy. Cool. So we have the chateau, which was acquired by the king in 1784 and is the queen's refuge. She summers there with her children and closest courtiers. For the past 2 years, the king has exhausted almost all the king's resources to make automats. The building and estate have been poorly maintained. On 24th of June, 1789, the garrison of Swiss Guards was replaced by a detachment of automat soldiers. And then we have the Sinistral prototype. The Sinistral prototype holds its weapon in its left hand when it is deployed with one or more dextral prototypes. It can sow confusion in the enemy ranks. Due to the need to produce a large number of automat soldiers quickly, prototypes have not received the same treatment as their more sophisticated counterparts. These machines, with a varied appearance and an unpredictable behavior, are flawed due to a rushed design, inferior materials, and short testing periods. They frequently malfunction. I like how we get a map. So so we have a year. This is good. So Paris of 1789. So we're gonna write that. And maybe not call it the French Revolution, but we have the Great Mechanical Revolution, which we'll write on a separate page. So let's just write Paris 1789. Here, Paris 1789. And then put a line here. The Great Mechanical Letters Revolution. Okay, that should buy us some time. Inventory. Equip it to A. Equip that to B. The module slightly reduces the internal damage caused by rapid cooling. Complex unit of elemental alchemy and precision mechanics. Modules are designed in the secrecy of De Volcanson's workshop by virtue of principle known only to the creator. They modify Aegis' behavior, movements, capabilities, and resistance. Good. We got a lot of stuff that we'll have here, so this is interesting. So, okay, so that's how we use our consumables. Oh, also we can jump. And if we have white legends, we can grab onto them. So that part's good. Each move has an attacking or defensive special move. L2 for the equipped alchemical afflictions. Just like our enemy's weapons, Aegis' own weapons can cause alchemical damage, flame, frost, and fulmination when she uses alchemical capsules for each such attack. Alchemical damage fills a gauge, which when full triggers an affliction, which lasts until the gauge is depleted. So flame ignites its targets, causing continuous damage. Aegis can extinguish the fire faster by dodging. Frost freezes. Aegis can thaw faster by attacking. Fulmination electrocutes. Aegis can stop the electrocution by using an insulation elixir. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out, I guess, a way of kind of like, I guess, stun locking dudes. Okay, so our heavy attack, pretty good. rapid cooling. Actions consume endurance. When Aegis runs out of endurance or gears overheat, she can no longer perform the following actions: attack, jump, dodge, or sprint. When overheated, you can trigger rapid cooling triangle, which will instantly restore an amount of endurance depending on your timing. However, this inflicts a certain amount of frost damage, as shown in the following gauge. So it's not like a risk and reward kind of deal there. Interesting. How do I run? Got it. Figured that out. Cool. Now I know to run. Aegis' light weapons are able to inflict immobilization damage. When the gauge is filled, an enemy is temporarily immobilized, leaving them open to a critical hit. I think I had to get behind him for that one. Hello. Unlock with the rusty key. We're in the gardens, new area. Okay. Are you good? Capsule. Activating Vestals. Fitting a Vestal creates a checkpoint where Aegis will be repaired if she breaks. Here, Aegis can upgrade attributes by spending Anima Essence, upgrade equipment by spending materials, obtain equipment by spending Anima Essence. I gotta remember the Anima Essence. Alright, let's activate the Vestal. That's interesting that they just like have these hanging out. Interesting. So let's do upgrades. We need 1,000 Anima Essence. And I remember the upgrading is a lot slower in this game. So Elemental Alchemy is always going to improve our elemental damage, whereas Agility is always going to improve our physical damage. Durability is going to improve our health. So we want Agility, Alchemical, Durability. Okay. Okay. We have our weapons. Number of doses, and then our potency. Okay. Boutique. We're in Cobblestone. We can throw stuff at people. Explosive grenades. Essence of a Lesser Spirit. Order of Dark Knight commands to the Spirit's essence provide the automats. They are administered to with an obscure and unknown energy draw from the souls of the deceased, which is Anima Essence. So I can spend Anima to get Anima. That's crazy. Body of work. The Gibraval Halberd. That's a big weapon. The Armored Fans and then the Glass Core Baton. We can get modules here. So module increases armor balance while her health is at its lowest. Decreases the amount of Anima Essence taken from each font. I want to go and get that real quick. So we're not going to move forward. We're just going to run backwards and go kill some folks. Because I really want that. Essence of a Lesser Spirit. There we go. Go kill homeboy over here. Where'd he go? Oh, you know what? I think he's over this way. There's not like a parry system so far that I'm seeing, so cool. Okay, equipment. Oh, we got a new prototype. Okay, so we have the Sinestral and then the Dextral. The Dextral holds its weapon in its right hand. When it is deployed with one or more Sinestral, it can confuse its opponents. Due to the need to produce a large number of automat soldier quickly, prototypes have not received the same treatment as their sophisticated counterparts. So all the same stuff there. Boutique, let's go. And get the grade 1 Avarice module. Let's use all 3. We're locked, so grade 1 efficient ventilation, so we just need more keys. That's fine. Just locked a new module, it's fine, we just need keys for it, so now we can do upgrades, and physical damage stays the same. Mobilization goes up though, so let's do agility. A multiplier, that'll actually be pretty good. Now we'll do agility. Alright. Now we get started. Okay. So if they're like asleep, we can basically get an insta-kill stealth attack. Wow. Okay. We're getting the combat a little better. So that's good. Area oil valve. Revile. Oil vial. Oh, I think I know where that's taking. Fine, that was good. Alright. Ooh, a chest. Alright, let's open this up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So we do have armor, and it's in the case of hats. Alright. Once reserved for gentlemen, this ancient regime tricorn is now only worn by ladies of the highest aristocracy. Because of their unique structure and the materials used to make them, the clothings and accessories designed for Aegis' exclusive use increase her mobility and protect her from ordinary alchemical attacks. The page livery. She's giving you a ceremonial dress worn by pages in the Queen's household because of their unique structure. No, same stuff. These culottes are a true version of those worn by the Queen's pages. And the sturdy shoes are similar in appearance to those worn by court servants, allowing them to tread easily through the many galleries of Versailles. Yeah, this is where I knew this was going to take me. I knew it was going to take me right over there. We have explosive grenades now, which is really good. So we want to go to our inventory real fast, and then we want to put this. Oh, that's not what I wanted, dude. We had 2 of those. We just used one. Stupid me. So dumb. I feel like we can go through this. Alright, I was wrong. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, what do we do now? Ooh, that's a big boy. Okay. Roll skid, stealth attack, lock on, and approach slowly. Stealth attack when it turns red. Okay, so yeah, there is stealth in this game, or a stealth component. That's a dead dude. I wonder if I can break that. I wonder. Grade 1 longevity. Let's equip it. Increases health. Okay. And we have the clearing. The Queens always prefer spaces where nature is untamed rather than the geometric shapes of French gardens. She likes to stroll with her entourage in this clearing surrounded by contemplative ruins. Okay, so that was essentially a no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Another dead dude.
The Swiss Guard, killed by the automats that replaced them.
Captain de Gros, Governor D'Offrey confirms that no command was given to replace your company with a detachment of automats. Therefore, urge you to further notice, keep your distance from these machines and inform me of any signs of hostility. Don't engage unless Her Majesty the Queen is in danger. Reinforcements are en route. Lieutenant Colonel de Bachmann, second in command of the Place de St. Cloud. Defeat the unstable automat to activate the vessel. Uh-oh. That means we got like a unstable land. We got a boss. Kill this guy first. Jesus. So dead. Yeah. Dang. Aegis is broken. Has been completely repaired at the last vessel. Remain at the place where she broke. Okay, so classic. Soul's like. You know, chemical capsules do. Oh, it's the ammo. Got it. That's the ammo for my chemical ability. I did not get the thing over here. Now we have. Okay. Bosque. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're gonna die so many times here, dude. Ugh. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Hold on. Hold on. No. Dude. Now I know why I play a whole bunch of, like, strength builds in games like this, because you get all the health. We gotta try to kill that one guy, like, quick, so that we can really just focus on the Lancer. Okay, charged heavies are pretty good. You know that. Get out of the open. Oh! Fine. Up. Got him. Got him. And we got a module key. Nice. You've attained the module key. Aegis has several slots for modules that augment her stats and alter the behavior of certain mechanics. The slots have levels that allow Aegis to fit increasingly powerful modules. To unlock the slot with the module key you just obtained, go to the upgrades, and you can equip modules at any time. Codex. So automats. Let's go down to our guards. So Lancer, the most basic automat in the guard class. The Lancer is armed with a long spear, which it thrusts at an enemy that comes within range. It tries to take advantage of its weapon's length to keep its enemies at a distance and avoid hand-to-hand combat. The simple and sturdy guards were once tasked with protecting homes and public spaces. They've been modified for military use and are confined to limited and predefined areas. Because of their relatively basic design, they sometimes malfunction. That's not good. Locked. Module key 1. Oh, I gotta do it, I think, a Vestral. Items over here. So this Lancer was sufficient in just killing all of these soldiers. That's crazy. Upgrades. So let's go ahead. Physical damage goes up 1. So let's do that. It's armor. Let's go durability. Okay, we can upgrade slots, but we can use keys to right now just unlock. So now, with that being said, we can put a slot in slot B. We could do increased health, or we can do Avarice modules so we get more Anima Essence. With more Anima Essence, we are capable of leveling up faster, upgrading her gear faster. All the important things in Souls-like games that are needed. Now we get our souls at a better rate. Okay, we've got a musket. So the Charleville 1789 shield musket. So we have a new secondary weapon. So weapon B. We have the Charleville 1789 shield musket. When the weapon's retractable shield's deployed, Aegis is protected and only feels the impact from enemy attacks. I feel like a... That's it. Cool. I can switch like this. Okay. Okay, and he uses alchemical stuff. Good to know. Let's use it real quick against this guy. how's it going? Welcome in. It's Keisha. It's good to have you. Hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, welcome on in, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Happy Saturday. At a new area, the Lantern. That area's blocked. But this dude ain't blocked. Alright, we gotta be careful about longer trade-offs. Okay, we got new armor. So we have the Muscadin Bicorn. So that's really increased armor. And then the Muscadin coat. So the extravagant... Oh, I didn't read it. The extravagant garment was inspired by the coat, with extremely large colored lapels worn by dedicated young monarchists for the sake of provocation. This was one way for them to signal their contempt for the common people. Interesting. And then the Muscadins, flamboyant young royalists, wore the bicorn in battle while hunting down those they suspected of supporting Third Estate ideology. The one that Aegis wears is unique and strengthens her armor. Cool. Been a long time since I've caught one of your streams. Can't really talk busy at work, but gonna listen for as long as I can. Dude, if I'm on the work and lurk, I appreciate it. So, thank you so much. So the Lantern's still unfinished. The so-called Demosthenes lantern was to feature fire at the top to indicate the Queen's presence. Its construction slowed to a halt after the dissolution of the Estates General. As rumors of a royal coup grew, most of the workers abandoned the site to join the ranks of those defending Paris. Interesting. Oh, whoa! Okay. We got a fire stake. Interesting. Can't wait to read about that. Chemical capsule 2. Alright, that's a good trade-off, I think. So I can't go that way. See if we can open this gate up over here. Really check, but I think it's the blocked. So I gotta go around through the lantern. Let's try this route. That worked. That did work. We have Nemesis Claws and then a compass. You just acquired a compass. You can assign the compass to a quick access spell so you can use it any time to see the way to your destination. Interesting. Alright, let's read the new automat we just found. So it's a serpent. So it's called the Stalker. Armed with 2 fearsome scimitars, the Stalker delivers sharp blows that an unarmored opponent is unlikely to survive. It's how Chemical Breath, once adapted for gardening, accompanies these attacks with incredibly damaging effects. Once assigned to botanical and agricultural tasks on the royal estates, these multi-armed automats were endowed with an astonishing ability to blend into the background from the start. With their unpredictable movements, they become masters of camouflage and ambushes. Interesting, so let's equip that to the grenade. And then we have, yeah, the Nemesis Claws. So these are just basic light weapons. So Nemesis Claw level 1, they deal way more, the same physical damage, better immobilization. Ooh, let's try these out just for a little bit before we switch back to the batons. Uh-oh. Okay, so we can get items in grain sacks. Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta run back. We gotta backtrack, guys. We gotta backtrack hard because we found grain sacks all over the place, and I thought... I totally knew that you could find something in those things. I guessed it, but that gave me the first one where it's like, let's jump up and try to hit it. Now we know you can. And which means we gotta backtrack all the way back to the clearing, because that's our first grain sack that we found. And then we just gotta keep an eye on... I like that they let me backtrack like that. That's really nice of them. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I forgot there were... Dang, dude. Okay. Okay, pop-off weapon. That was cool. I like it. They definitely deal more damage. I think obviously we're supposed to augment the tons to get their full capacity. Hold on. Nice, dude. 5 per hit. Oh, you're right. Easy. Flame resistance vial. Okay, okay. Alright, let's go. Let's go back. Okay, so now we know with grain sacks we need to break them to the best of our ability. That was actually really, really good information to have. Alright, let's climb up this thing. As I know we can. This screams climb. Call to workers, compagnons, in the name of the nation, our honor demands that we stop our work. The king threatens to send his foreign regiments into the capital. Shall we continue to build the vain lantern while our brothers are slaughtered 4 leagues from St. Cloud? The time has come to put down our tools, take up arms, to Paris, equality or death. Freedom will recognize its own. Citizen Burrell, Mason, and Patriot. Alright, so they are undergoing the French Revolution at this time. So that's interesting. Yeah, so they just gave up. Oh, I feel like I need a thing. Hold up. I feel like I need a thing for that. Notes, call to workers. Hold on, guide. The Bishop's Hook. These tools can grapple the previously unreachable heights. We don't have the Bishop's Hook. Were these all guides from my other playthrough? Alchemist Ram. I don't have any of this. Like Momentum, the Bishop's Hook, and the Alchemist Ram, horse carriage. Yeah, all of this stuff. Like the horse carriage we don't have, because that's fast travel. Or, well, not necessarily fast travel, it's just how we go to different levels, because the levels are a lot more linear. Yeah, so we will have to come back here at some point. Okay, good to know.
The riverbank is just beyond this wood.
Slide, oh. Interesting, okay. So let's go equipment, Nemesis Claws. So yeah, 44 damage. It's more physical damage up front, which is interesting. So I wonder if the attack speed's a little different, or what that all really translates to. Alright, let's use the Vestal. Upgrades, let's go. Alchemical. Alchemy. Elemental alchemy tool. Need bronze ingots. User damage plus 19. That's crazy. Okay, that didn't go the way that I would have wanted it, but that was not as bad as it could have been. So I guess it's a win. Oh, we got our first Lancer. Okay. Nice. Okay. Didn't think that was going to happen. The Lavoisier Catalyst, so we can improve the oil barrette. You have enough materials to upgrade the beret. Open the upgrade menus at a Vestal to proceed. So the Catalyst, I think, increases the amount of uses we have, which is good. Oh, more uses. Okay. I don't know what that move was or how we got that figured out, but that was fun. Also don't know what the item is because it didn't tell me. Module key, got it. So we can go unlock another module slot, which is good. We probably should go do that. Or like really continue. There you go. Anywhere close to how I would have wanted that. That's fine. Alright, let's go here. Nice. So, fulmination, resistance vial. Let's keep kind of traveling around here because I don't want to cheat forward just yet. If I don't have to. What's up, bro? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, you're dead. Alright. Nice. Fulmination resistant. Not today, Mr. Thing. Alright, Falchion and Saber. So that's a new weapon. It has to be. Yeah, Falchion and Saber. Blade, Tornado, special move. So physical damage 1. The physical damage is massively up. Its weight is medium. Impact is high. Its agility affinity is obviously way up. So that's a B. That's a C. So that has better affinity, right? Nemesis claws have way better affinity, but these are okay. This is cool. Let's try these. Falchion and Saber. Oh, we got to read the thing for it. By using the sword and falchion in combination, the Aegis can perform a spinning attack that delivers a flurry of hits. Any parry that is timed just right reverses the effects of the enemy damage, deals physical. Okay, so that's how we can parries with the Nemesis claws. Cool. Inventory. Let's go down. Do we have any essence? We do. Let's use it. Just the one. We have a module key, so we can go and unlock another slot if we wanted to, and upgrade our beret. Let's wait until we get to the next slot for that. That's fine with me. Never mind. That's a boss. So I definitely know that boss. That's like our first like actual boss. The Lancer was a tutorial boss, and it killed us twice. That's like our first boss, and it probably gonna kill me more than twice. We'll see. I do think it's just him though, so we should have a decent part there. The module slots, key. And then number of doses with the catalyst, so we're good there. And then let's go to our modules and then equip our longevity for more health, which is always really good. So we have that. And then yeah, let's try out this new Falchion and Saber. Oh, bro, bring it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, now that we have gotten enough to level up, go back and level up, and then we'll go fight that boss. I want to go musket, so we can just swap between these two. It'll work. Damage. That frost damage goes up here. Okay. Free XP, bro. Capsules, all good. Good finding dandy. Let's get that lancer, dude. That was stupid. Alright, let's just, go this guy and fight him. Fulmination resistance. I think that I'll need on this dude. Alright, Installation's lightning. Fulmination resistance, is resistance to lightning, right? When applied to an automat, the substance strengthens its fulmination resistance for a brief period of time. These fluids, essential to the functioning and maintenance of the mechanical army soldiers, were formulated and produced by Antoine Lavoisier on commission from the Académie Royale des Sciences, working tirelessly in his laboratory at L'Arsenal. He was unaware of the sinister purposes for which these substances would be used. When designed, the Royal Army's alchemical arsenal, lightning-based weapons were the most challenging to develop. There had been several cases of automats destroying themselves in their own fulmination attacks, so the development of this insulating elixir, which acts as an antidote, proved to be valuable. And then we have a flame grenade, so let's go ahead and equip that there, and then we'll do fulmination resistance there. And then, yeah, we'll do the oil. Reach the banks, take the boat to Paris, we're at the pier, but we got a boss. The first actual boss, like I said. But we're gonna do our best here. We're gonna take it nice and slow.
This boat will take me to Paris.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Disable lightning ram. Ooh. No? Good to know. lightninged up now. Oh, kind of stuck here. Hold on. Yep. Go up. Ooh. Well, he hits. Damn, he hits. Go up. Back up. Yeah. First try, too. Dang, grade 2 stable charging with a module key. And then we also got an essence of a lesser spirit. I don't want to use that yet. I'm worried that just using that's going to take me to the next level because it's the boat, and I got to take the boat, so I don't want to take the boat. That's how that works. Let's examine that. So you need a tool to break that. So I imagine that tool will be how we basically come back when all said and done. Pick up. That's blocked. Explosive grenade. Nice. We didn't even use those, which is cool. We only used one of our oil vials, which is good. So we kind of are maintaining those for the sake of inventory. All right, all the. Oh, we got 2 more barrels over here. Sorry, 4 more barrels over here. Okay. Travel to Paris. Leave the boat, reach Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop. So we are making our way to Paris. So we have to travel and find the master of the Kings. So our trying to figure out the chateau. Escape the chateau. So maybe when that was the chateau. This cloud. So they sleep cloud. Okay. I really don't know what our wood's gonna fully look like for this one because we'll kind of see it as we go. So we're in the Gross Caillou, which I don't think is how that's actually supposed to be done. So we need to have this upgraded to a level 2 so that we can go from oh, I guess we don't need that. Balance during charge attacks, that's not bad. We'll figure it out. But we have a level 2 1 now, so that's cool. Pier. The food and materials needed to run the estate are brought along the Seine are on flat-bottom boats and unloaded here. They then travel along the carriageway to the chateaus. Okay. And we have our ram. So lightning ram, based on the electrostatic properties described by Charles Francois de Cisternay Dufay. That's a long name. The lightning ram can harness bolts of lightning for offensive purposes. Inspired by medieval military engineering, rams are used in sieges. The only differences between these tall, slow, yet relentless bipeds is in how they are armed. Big quest. Aegis must fight her way to Eugene's workshop. Cool. So we have made it to Les Invalides, and I like that it marks what quests we have. So when we're kind of going through our playthrough, we can literally just open up this area and be like, okay, we have a main quest, and we have a side quest. So we can investigate the death of the Dauphine here. We can also reach the workshop here. So that part of this game is actually really cool. I do really appreciate it. It makes, you know, some of the complexities of like trying to figure out, okay, what do I got to do next and how do I got to do it. It makes that part really easy because the game is a lot more condensed in terms of its total like play areas. I think there's only like 4 or 5 different locations you can travel to. and then you kind of go back and forth between them as you progress, so that you can continue progressing in the levels in different areas, as well as going to new areas entirely. Got a dead dude here with a frost grenade. It's not bad. A frost grenade. It's got a statue here. Pick up the Essence of Lesser Spirit. This is going to be locked. Uh-oh. Oh, don't worry about them. They're just hanging. You know what I mean? They're just chilling. Hanging out, if you would. It's all good. In a second, we're going to take a quick break to go and get more coffee. So I'll give you guys the opportunity to take that break of your own as well. And do what you got to do. So I think we're going to upgrade agility so that we have more physical damage. So we'll go ahead and upgrade that. And we do have another module key, so we could unlock another slot. I don't know if we technically need to. And then I think our role from there will just be upgrading slots as best we can. Do we have? I don't think we have an additional... Hold on. The grenade is the fruit of the alchemical tradition and chemist William Cullen's work on artificial ice creation. When used against a human being, it causes general, irreversible, and almost instantaneous necrosis. When turned against the machine, it causes lasting damage to the machine's metal structure and single use. I don't have enough. Alright, we'll hold off on determining how to use the module key until we either get another... I guess we could buy one, though. Increases endurance. We could buy one and get that, because that'll be good. And that's what we'll do. We'll just buy one. And then we'll take our break. So upgrades. Let's go module slots. Unlock. Let's go boutique. Let's go equipment. Ooh, we can get new items. Okay, so we can get the frosted fans, which compared to our glass core batons, they do. See what can be. They're better than our glass core batons. So frosted fans stronger, better immobilization, which is good, and then impact. Okay, so we could save up for that, which I think is probably our next best. We could also buy new gear, so we can get the frock, which is less armor but better resistances. We could get these culottes, which is obviously just better resistances all around. We can get these boots, which are worse armor, better balance. We can get a riding hood, so we can kind of get a whole armor set, really. Which would be cool. We'd have to save up for that. So we could sell some things that we have. So if we're like, hey, we know for a fact we're not going to be using things anymore, we can go ahead and sell stuff. So that's kind of cool that we have that option. I don't necessarily know if we're going to use it. We can sell modules, so that's cool too. Materials we could sell when we get to that point. I don't think we will. So then let's buy the endurance module so that we can go to our modules and then equip that, which is going to give us more stamina, which is good. And then inventory or equipment, yeah, so we have our trousers, boots, jacket, and hat. So this is obviously better armor. This is just crazy good in terms of armor, so that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here so we can get more coffee. So I'll be back in just a moment. Put us on a Be Right Back screen so it'll have original music, which will be good for you guys so that you'll have something to listen to while I'm gone. It'll take me a little second, so it'll probably be somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes between when we'll be getting back. So take that time for yourself. Go ahead and rest up for a little bit. Get yourself something to drink, and we'll see you guys soon. So much for your patience. We are back. Let's move forward with bruh. We got dogs that we got to deal with now. Oh, crap. You know anything about me in Souls-like games? I hate dogs. You know about anything about me in real life? I love dogs. So notice. Oh, Jesus, okay. Wow. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. I like that. I'll try that move one more time. For sure. Giant barricade. That's what you're doing. Barricading stuff up. Way over there. And let's go this way. I feel like this way is just gonna take me all the way around to the that gate. And alright, this weapon's got some. This weapon has some ability. Capsule, I got a flame grenade. answer me. Damn, I missed that. Wrong dodge. Face to your side. Pick that up. Bronze ingot, we can upgrade a weapon. That's good, but I think we want to get those frost fans first. Speak to farmer. Let's do that.
Hey,
Water, s'il vous plaît. We do have a water
Here is
flask.
something to quench your thirst.
Oh, we can speak.
praise
I didn't know
be
that.
to God. Bless you, whoever you are.
Not a man.
Take this for your trouble.
That's crazy. Oh, we got something. Petrification grenades. This is why exploration is key. Remember what I always say in these games. Progress is the death of adventure. And that system, that framework of playing Souls-like games is crucial. I can't stress enough how crucial that process is. Terminal, Codex. What do we got? Oh, the Light Jaguar. So we have feline. So the Linus Automat in its class, the Jaguar mimics the behavior of an authentic wildcat. Stays at a distance from its target, circling around and observing its prey. Its prey's behavior. It waits to attack at the right moment. Unlike other machines in its class, its only weapons are its claws and sharp and steel fangs. When they were still innocent, leisure automatons, mechanical felines were the playthings of aristocratic children. Their jumping, attacking, and dodging, depending on the species that inspired their design, have been improved to meet the needs of combat. These quick and agile machines were designed to hunt in packs, and try to surprise their prey and grab it by the throat. This strategy makes up for the relatively structural fragility. Cool. Good to know. Use Vestal. Let's go ahead and go to the boutique. Let's go to weapons. Let's buy these frosted fans. Let's purchase. Let's back up. Let's go to here. Let's equip these frosted fans. Let's get that going. And then let's go to the Vestal. And let's go upgrade weapons. We need a lot of anima essence to even upgrade it. Well, that's crazy. Alright. Let's try out the new fan. Woo! That dash attack is pretty good. Nice. Correct. Go icy up. Dang. That was good. We're almost at enough anima essence again to upgrade our fan so they do more damage. Okay. Keep traveling around. Petrification grenades, pretty good. I think we got everything that's available to be found here. So now we just back it around this way. Kill what we can in our effort to go towards this dude. capsule. Oh, jeez. Okay. What about these guys? Freeze them. Okay, that's an enemy for sure. Let's figure out more about that guy. This is an Acolyte. Assault Acolyte. The ultimate shock automat. The Assault Acolyte is the most basic machine of its class, as its sensors are not equipped with extendable chains. It smashes them together in order to crush its target. When conditions permit, it swings the sensors rapidly, delivering extremely violent blows. Originally designed for use by the High Clergy to celebrate Mass and provide protection for church officials, Acolytes have undergone substantial modifications. Their sensors are now used as flails. So it's cool to see kind of like how the original intentions for why these automats were created are now being kind of perverted into what makes them now our enemies. Got a bunch of buried dudes just chilling. Chilling around, hanging out, hanging low. Oh, we got him and a dog. Kill the dog first. Okay. Yeah. Alright. A little bit better than I expected. I thought we were going to get probably absolutely crushed there. We still took some damage. This still hurt, but again, that kind of ended a little better than I thought it was going to, so I'll take it. Alright, that door's closed to us. We can't get through. Can't really do much here. I wish we could have like blown that up or something. A fire chain. That's a weapon. That is a weapon. Fire chain. Ooh. On the chain. Oh. Dang, dude. That's crazy. Deals more base damage than the Falchion and Saber. Chthonian Inferno. I like the way that that's worded. Alright, let's give this a shot. Okay. It has good, I guess, kind of like kickback. Alright, we don't want to go there, because that's definitely progress. There's a lot of areas we haven't searched yet. This. Shortcut back to the vessel. Good. Not necessarily what I was talking about when I said we haven't searched some areas, but essence of a lesser spirit. It's all good. Yeah, it's good for single target because it's keeping them back a little bit at least. So I like that. Alchemical capsules. So we got a lot of alchemical capsules there, which can move.
Able to locate Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop from an elevated position.
Excuse me? Oh. capsule. Alright, let's go back this way. Because I felt like we didn't fully search over here. And you'll see what I mean when I kind of get over to where I'm thinking. Nice. Why are you backing up? Whoa. Yikes, dude. Okay. Jesus. Ah, jeez. Interesting. Those guys are just tough. They're just tough. Grade 1 critical repair, and we got cast iron. Okay. I imagine it's probably for weapon upgrading. Shaman. Felicity. No? Okay. And this wasn't fully... So that was a part of what I said. I didn't think that I had searched well enough. And then... Okay, cool. So white means we can jump on it, so... No, and then I think this area... Yeah, this area too. I know I didn't search. I feel like there's going to be a guy that's going to ambush me. I don't like that. Huh? Never mind. Never mind. Big threat is homeboy up there. Let's go back to the Vestal so we can walk our way up. So what does the critical repair do? Model allows critical attacks to restore a small amount of health. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. But we need to focus on getting critical hits, which we're not really doing. The road leads straight to Vaugirard, a wasteland where excrement, rubbish, and animal corpses pile up. Travelers prefer to avoid this dark place. The road, which is not well traveled, is conducive to all kinds of trafficking. That's crazy. Inventory. Okay, so... I want to level up here. I gotta upgrade one of my weapons. Oh, that's a power weapon, not an agility weapon. So that's why it deals more base damage, because it's power. So we gotta focus on our agility because we're doing agility weapons. Falchion Saber, do we upgrade that? That goes up heavy. But we also want to do our alchemical weapons because that's kind of the route we're going. So we gotta be mindful of that. So agility A. That goes up with infusion damage going up, which is good too. Level 2, so impact goes up, immobilization goes up. Dude, that damage cannot be... That's crazy damage and crazy impact. Dude, the Falchion Saber is nuts. So... That's a crazy level. upgrade Frosted Fans. Cast Iron Bronze Ingot. Dude, but the agility affinity will go up pretty heavy there too, which is good. Alright, so let's go equip Fire Chain for the Falchion Saber again. We're good there. And then let's actually swap them. So we'll do Fire Chain, we'll do Falchion Saber, and we'll do our primary to be our Frosted Fans. So that's good. And then let's kill one guy so that we can... Because now we can upgrade the Falchion Saber as well, which is pretty good. Is that upgrading amount? That's really nothing to shy on. That's crazy. So let's upgrade both. Falchion Saber, Essence. That's great. That's good. That's really good damage. All right, let's try this out now. Oh. That's nuts. Oh boy, did not have a shot. Couldn't do anything there. That's good. Okay, so we're moving in a good direction now. So let's try these. Capsule. Oh, son of a gun, dude. Saber is living up to hype right now. I don't know, I can go up here. Chest, okay. Secrets, dude. We gotta be mindful about our vertical traveling. Ooh, that's good because that armor is good. That's good armor right there. Hold on, I also gotta get the boots. So these shoes provide Aegis with enhanced support that make your standard now chemical attacks heavier. Ooh. So it gives us endurance, which is cool. As a result, the enemy is more easily thrown off balance. Our flame resistance is a little down. Interesting. Okay, and the trousers. The culottes with bronze knee pads are modeled after those worn by young royalists who took to the streets to quell the rebellion. Wait, what does it say? They can randomly produce alchemical capsules. Okay, so this is a really good armor set for kind of our initial build design. So that's really good. Okay, good to know. We're kind of moving in a good direction here with our armor sets. I don't know how I'm going to even bother trying to get this, dude. Never mind, figured it out. That was easy. Capsules 6, that's cool. We got a lot now. Try to save up maybe as much as we can. Yeah, 3-hit combo on these sabers is pretty crazy. Essence of a Valiant Spirit. Good to know. So that's gonna be obviously it's gonna be an increased level of increased gain there. That's good. Let's go this way. This okay. Yeah, this has. Bruh. Ordinary vial. Let's use that ordinary vial. Just pretend like that never happened. What we'll do. Get that? No. Okay, so I actually had to go this way in order to proceed. That's interesting. That is very interesting. We had to go this way. This wasn't off. This wasn't like a background or a hidden area. That was main story. That was progress right there. Not sure. Ooh. Piece candy. 2 ordinary vials. Good. Good. Yeah, we got a dude all over there. It looks like a lancer. Uh-oh. Something's gonna break out of one of these doors. Oh. I really don't like what I'm hearing. Locked. What was it? I didn't know I was getting a letter. Alright. That went great. In the most not great way imaginable. Inventory. So let's go look through this. Okay. And then codex and notes. So start notes. An address from the king to the people of Paris. People of Paris, Louis, king of France, and Navarre, by the grace of God, declares that the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in an illegal assembly continue to propagate seditious and criminal ideas. It was put an end to this unrest that the Estates General were dissolved. Alas, some Parisians, led astray by the prescribed representatives, thought it right to take up arms against this just decree. Adequate measures were taken to suppress the violence. Order was promptly restored, and the majority of the perpetrators were apprehended. In order to ensure the safety of his subjects, His Majesty has decreed that the population must remain in their homes until further notice. Following measures are hereby adopted until further notice. Any person circulating in the streets without authorization will be neutralized immediately. Any suspected evading fugitives will be imprisoned and interrogated. The enforcement of these measures is entrusted to the command of His Majesty's mechanical army. Cool. Oh, that was a new... Okay, that was a different one. So the musketeer, in addition to its spear, which is used for thrust attacks, the musketeer is equipped with an arm-mounted piece of light artillery. It uses a 4-pound cannon to shoot projectiles when far from its target. The cooldown time this weapon requires is a significant disadvantage. Okay. Alright, hold on.
Shut up, everyone! Someone's coming! Oh no, no! Another one of those evil machines!
Speak to the plowman.
I mean you no harm.
Ah! It speaks too! Get out of here, you damn pile of scrap metal!
That's fair. Okay. Guess we can do it again.
Are done to these automats.
Worse than dogs at each other's throats. It's almost as if everyone has decided to kill each other before the sun comes up.
Try again.
This Faubourg.
The king kept his word. His automats were merciless. If only we'd known what his new army was made of. We'd have all stayed home just like he'd ordered. Maudit soit-il, his family and his court of murderers.
Try again.
Monsieur.
Allez-vous-en!
Okay. One more time just to confirm that we've exhausted all conversations. Oh, we can't even speak to him, so we've done what I just said we were gonna do. We've exhausted all possible communications. Alright, let's run this way. Great. Let's heal. Well, I love that dash, dude. That dash is so good. Alright, we got a couple of the clergy bots. My favorite. And we've made our way back to the Vestal. Good, 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 good. Very good. Open that up, my man. Alright, let's go this way. Just make sure that we've gotten everything here. Kill these sensors real quick and then come back and level up. That'll be good. Flame grenade. Okay. Alright, I don't want to do this because I really only want to get one at a time. Maybe just two. That'll work. Interesting. A tribute to the Marquis de Lafayette by Monsieur D, and then it's blocked out, to the tune of Avec les jeux dans le village. When Lafayette commands, we answer as one aloud. All of Paris calls for him, and everyone sings out. His name alone is worth a dozen, and if some danger were to call with the hero at our gates, how could we fear it all? Printed in Paris by Citizen Momoro, price 3 deniers. I don't know what half of that meant. But that was good. Because we know that they're Essence of Valiant Spirit, so we're going to have a good capacity to level up here. At least 1 point. 1 solid point. Module key, good. Good, good, good. Very good. That dude's got an axe over there. Break that. Okay. Back to the Vestal. Notes. Printed song lyrics. Inventory. Essence Valiant Spirit. It's Lesser Spirit. Modules with 1 module key. We had more than just 1. But okay. We have just 1. Alright. So we can upgrade. Let's go agility. And then let's kill a couple people so we can do alchemical. I guess we could try durability again. Affliction multiplier? Affliction multiplier. Oh, yeah. So that we can... You're right. Not just damage, but that we're landing our afflictions. So we can freeze people faster. That is important. That's actually really, really good. And we can just buy... I mean, it's 300 anima essence, but we get 500 back. So we're spending 300 to get 2 additional 100. Okay. Let's do the math here. I'm gonna see how well this pays off. All right, so I have... $14.95 right now, and if it's 300 a pop, I can get a whopping grand total of 4. So we're gonna go kill 1 dude so we can get a whopping grand total of 5. All right. Cheeks. Okay. We spent 1,500 on 5. So we're gonna go to our inventory. They're 250. Good to know. So they're not 500 a pop, they're 250 a pop. so we just wasted our time. Okay, so let's go kill some dudes to make back up to 1500. That'll work. I'm gonna be up to where I need to be. I'm gonna go kill some dudes and move on with their life. What was that? Dang, dude. Pretty good. Ah, crap. Ah. Boom. That actually went really well. Now time to go fight the axe dude. Bring it, bro. Alright. Chemical capsule. That was good. Alright, we got a lot of places to go search out again, so just my favorite. That'd be blocked. Oh, this we should be able to just. Yeah, main shortcut, dude. I'm assuming that is where we're gonna have to go, is up there. So obviously, if you know my motto with Souls-like games, progress is the death of adventure, so we're gonna not do that. We're gonna walk the road less traveled and journey into the night. And then, oh, yep. Burn, got him. Got him. That was good. Capsule, flame grenade, cool. Go this way. Oh, we do. He's in the trees. What? Dang, dude. Okay, dude just didn't want to fight. It's cool. I'll take it because it's easier for me. Grade 2 efficient charging module. We already have a charging no, we have a ventilation module. So a charging module increases the physical damage caused by successfully fully charged attacks. Cool. heavy prototype. Yep, so the most powerful automat in its class, the heavy prototype, is capable of wielding supremely devastating weapons, and all the fun stuff about how they're prototypes, and so therefore they don't work that well. This is what it is, I don't make the rules. Alright, let's... Got another boss fight here, is that what this is? Feels like it could be. I don't know, dude, this looks crazy. Okay, we need another Vestal is what we need, so let's put on a ballot. Okay, we got a lot that we're gonna have to... Never mind. That's probably why they're not gonna give me a Vestal here soon. Oh, great. Oh! Figuring them out, dude. Oh, I know there's a Vestal over there. Okay, that's going to be our troubling point, is that I know that there's a Vestal over there because that's where our carriage is. So, yeah, I see what they're doing. Alright, he's over there. One of these is going to move. Not that one. That's not that one either. Alright, so I was wrong. None of them are gonna move. Oh, it's just Sensor City, dude. Come on. Literally anyone else. Bruh. That'll work. That'll work. One of these is gonna have to, dude, come on, one of these is gonna have to move, man. I don't want it to, but I'm not stupid. Thanks. One of them moved. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting at least one of them to move. Okay, we've made it to Eugene's workshop. Good to know. This one's gonna be straight up blocked because we gotta get through Eugene's workshop in order for that to open up. Got it. Yeah, got it. Okay, so let's see what we can find over here. Got anything over there? No. Let's go over. Up here, nothing over here. No. Okay. Reach Monsieur de Vilcon's workshop. We need to find him because he's not immediately available. We found Diane breeches, Diane shoes, and gaiters. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so this is what it is. What do we... Oh, it was a location. It would have been the workshop, right? Yep. It was in this building, built in 1775 on the orders of Louis XVI, that Eugene de Vaucanson sparked the Great Mechanical Revolution. This is where he elaborates his designs and carries out his experiments for the crown. The building is located near the factories where the production tools are located. Ooh. The leather breeches with gold trim that inspired this garment were designed to be worn by ladies of the court on long rides. Good armor. Also increased endurance, which is good. Good armor, good flame resist, so... I like that. The buckled shoes worn with elegant lace-up gaiters were inspired by the hunting outfits worn by women of the upper class. We love that. I just need to find the rest of the Diane outfit because I do legit think this is going to hold us for a little while, which, you know, obviously I like. I like the idea of that. So, there has to be something up there that I can get to, but I might have to get it all the way from the top, which is crazy. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we'll figure it out. Monsieur de Vaucanson. The steam pump failures are continuing to interrupt the operation of the mobility walkway, or the mobile walkway, all too frequently. Just think of the heavy loads we have to carry upstairs on our backs. We ask you to see to it that proper repairs are made without delay to keep the pump working properly. Enclosed with this letter, you'll find a key that will allow the chief engineer to come and go freely around the factory. Respectfully, your dedicated employees, Fob and Gabelode. That's a name I didn't expect, but I would read. So we gotta repair the mobile walkway. Let's check this out. Part of me feels like one of these guys would want to get up, but they're not getting up. And I'm not gonna fully complain about it, but we gotta repair the mobile walkway, which I imagine is that elevator. So we gotta repair the elevator, which means we gotta follow this, which means we gotta get all the way back there, which is gonna be just a joy. So excited for that. Great, nothing there. Okay. Inventory. Let's go. Essence of Lesser Spirit. Let's go to notes. It's a new item that we've received, which I don't. Quest item, factory key. This key opens the door to the factory where the raw materials and facilities needed to mass produce automats are located. Because the materials used are so heavy, the facility has a steam pump that draws water from the Seine to power hydraulically operating lift equipment. So it'll be by the river. That's my guess. Alright, let's do engineering. 250. We'll play for just a little bit more because we're getting close to the end of our stream time, because we stream till 2 on Saturdays. We didn't stream obviously as long as I typically do on Saturdays, only because my wife and I did unfortunately suffer some car problems the other night. We were stranded out in the middle of a gas station parking lot for roughly about an hour and a half until midnight of last night before we finally got home. I don't think we actually got fully into bed until like I think 1 in the morning as a result of that, which was just an absolute pain. But yeah, it was just, it happened. Battery died, and we had AAA come out this morning and replace battery, which was obviously very good. So that was a good thing there. I imagine then the key is gonna get used here. Yeah. All right, let's kill some dudes. Kill some dudes, get some equipment. I gotta get that home dude over there, dude. Gate to the river. Where do the pipes go? Do the pipes go out to the river? They do not. So the pipes are going this way still. Obviously we want to turn on the walkway. Jump on the, no, slant, no. Cannot jump on slanted walkway. That was a no. Very firmly told me no. That did. And this is some degree of a shortcut, but I wouldn't really know why, because that would make no sense to me, to be completely honest. I feel like this is progress. I don't know why I feel that, but I do. We got a staircase. I feel like this is progress. I'm gonna go a little bit further until I kind of confirm. Oh, gee, okay. Let's go. Capsules. What we got here? Essence of Lesser Spirit. Boo. The items. Which are not. Boo. Like a. Oh, interesting. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Progress. This also feels like progress. Really don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm like, I don't progress, the death of adventure, and I'm over here like, I feel like this is progress, and they're not like doing anything about it. Okay, there's a shortcut, so that'll be good. So we'll kind of float around a little bit, do what we may have. Oh, the rest of the Diane gear. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's kind of what we wanted. Oh, that hat sucks. What the heck? The sturdy hunting hat with gold embroidery and suede trim was made popular at court by Gabrielle de Polignac. Nah, that goes down by 20 armor. We get +1 to our endurance. I like that, so I think we'll. Unfortunately, I think we'll. I mean, we get +20 armor there, so I think it kind of balances out, and our endurance goes up, which is nice. But yeah, let's suffer it. It's fine. Our overall armor has gone up from the Muscadin set, so I think in total, I think we're okay. Because we got 20 from there, we lost 20 from there, so we canceled out. We got 10 here, and then 10 here, so we got an additional 20 overall in total, with our endurance going up as a result of all the new things. We have Factory's Industrial Center was built near Eugene de Vaucanso's workshop to facilitate great mechanical revolution lost by Louis XVI. Modern but fickle steam pump provides the driving force required for these activities. I have a feeling that the elevator, I imagine that Eugene's probably just hiding upstairs. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting, and so that's why we're kind of doing, oh, see, progress is the death of adventure. That's why. Alright, let's recheck through this building real quick because I feel like I missed something. And I want to confirm what it is that I missed. Close to... I think we'll go to maybe the next shortcut back to the Vestal. Or the closest that we can get to another shortcut back to the Vestal. Yeah, we didn't go upstairs. Just missed the chest. Grade 1 lasting affliction module actually might be really good for us. Longevity is obviously better health. Efficient ventilation slightly reduces the internal damage caused by rapid cooling. Increasing the duration of alchemical afflictions inflicted on the enemy. That's actually really, really good. Our endurance is currently 130, so if we swap it out, we'd lose 10 endurance. Health-wise, we're at 290 health. We swap it out, we're at 270. I think we'll be fine because we could spend one of our next level. I think we'll hold on. We'll hold on to that on that concept of that. That's actually something that'll be really good for our kind of building the more long run. So if we know like, hey, we're about to fight a boss, then we can actually swap out the. Well, no, because we want more. Oh, this is tough. We actually want the increased gain from killing bosses as well. So it's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see what kind of works out. We might level up health a couple times so we can maybe balance out for it. And then get rid of the health. Like, we just do it once, we can swap it out and be like, yeah, nothing happened. Like, no major change. So, we might do that. Check these. Oh, there's a dude out there. Okay. Why do I feel like that guy's gonna drop straight down? Okay, never mind. It was a trick. That's crazy. You just killed your own dude. How do you feel about that? Still a feeling that I'm wrong. I'm okay with being wrong here. Yep, no slants. Factory port. Just got a rogue item here. It's a shortcut to the factory port. Okay. So we should have our shortcut right here. And that, I think, was my indicator that now's a good time to call it. Might wrap up here. Ooh, that's good. A Lavoisier Sublimator. Nice. So now we can, I think that increases the efficiency of our heals. Not the capacity. It could be wrong. It could just be another capacity, which is good. One more capacity is still really good. So let's find out. Faubourgs, we have the factory port. So the port is used to load and unload supplies that are shipped to the factories. Use revolutionary hydraulic lifting equipment. Cool. Alright, let's go. Inventory, quick access belt. Let's go down. We got 30. Okay. So we do durability 1. We can swap out. Right. Oh, it is. Health increased. Okay. Cool. So let's get up. And then let's go to our modules and get rid of longevity for lasting affliction. Ooh, alright. Good stuff. That's good. Okay. So with that being said, I think we're in a good spot to call it for today. So I think we'll go ahead and end it here. So thank you guys for another great stream. I do really appreciate it. We're just going to call it good and just kind of end out kind of easy peasy today. So again, thank you guys so much for a great stream. I do really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that came by and just stopped to say hello, who put me on lurk or just all of it. So I do really appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure you guys stay safe, take care of yourself, tell somebody you love them, which is always the important, crucial reminders. We'll continue on with Steel Rising until we complete it, and then we'll move on to our next year agenda, just so then we're not spending the last month or so, because I imagine we'll probably beat this before December, and I don't really know of any other like really short Souls-like games that we could throw into the mix, so we might just move over to 2026 or just play out the rest of the year, just pretty easy. So like I said, again, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week where we'll play more Steel Rising. So see you on Tuesday, and catch you guys then.
Mm.